Hey guys, it's Moody here, and I have a Little Cup battle for you today, so hopefully you enjoy that. I don't think I've posted Little Cup for a while, because the last match was like UU-ish. So I've got a Little Cup here, and hopefully a bit more of you can like start doing it again, because I have a ton of people asking me where to get Little Cup battles, and what I tell them is like PO or something, or the Zad I go on, so I'll leave that in the description if you guys want to. So I have a battle here, and I haven't mentioned this yet, but I think it was Gligar, Murkrow, I think it was those two. It might have been one more, but and Misdreavus. I think Gligar, Murkrow, and Misdreavus were unbanned from Little Cup, so you can use those again. For now, I don't think they'll be banning them again anytime soon. So, what we have here is, I'm gonna lead off with, my Scarf Mienfoo, because I just think they're, like, a really, great lead in general. So, I just use it to, like, scout. So, he leads with Electric. I thought that he would assume that I'm Scarfed, which is why I went for a Stone Edge. I was thinking he was gonna switch into, something to like resist fighting or something, so I went for the Stone Edge as opposed to High Jump Kick, and unfortunately it cost me my Mienfoo basically first turn of the match, which is not good at all. So he goes into Syduck, and I switch into my Bronzer because I want to set up my rocks. I figure now's a good time, and it'll only help me in the long run. So he goes into his Woobat, and this thing gives me so many problems because I don't know its moveset yet, but I know it runs special moves. But I was thinking, since he sent it out on my Bronzer, that he might have hidden Power Fire, which is why I went into my Staryu. But unfortunately that's not the case, and he has hidden Power Electric, and that's going to take out my Staryu right here. So, without my Mienfoo right now, it's really difficult for me to kind of deal with this thing right now. So I'm trying to get off as much damage as I can on it, and I make a lot of misplays here too, just trying to get rid of this thing. So he just keeps Calm Minding up, and I want to hit it with a Sucker Punch, but at the same time I know that at the amount of Calm Minds he is right now, that I won't be able to take any attack from it. So I'm like trying to predict here, what I'm fearing is that he's gonna set up, and what's gonna happen is that he's gonna have Roost, and I'm gonna be screwed. So what I kept doing is really going for a Sucker Punch, and I figure hoping he doesn't have Roost at this point. That was really my only chance. Losing that Mienfoo it made this thing a lot more difficult to deal with than it really should have been. So he goes into Ekans, and I figure perfect thing to go into is Bronzer. Bronzer is immune to the poison. He resists the Sucker Punch, and I think those are the only two moves it carries. Not really sure. I think it's Sucker Punch, Rest, Coil, and Gunk Shot. So I figure Bronzer is a really good Pokemon here, especially because it has Psychic, which is super effective against Ekans. So I went for the Psychic as he switches into Syduck. Unfortunately, it ends up being a crit. I guess it mattered, obviously, because I would have played differently had I not gotten the crit. So there's that. So I end up killing the Syduck, but he sends an Electrike, and once again I am fearing like Hidden Power Fire trying to take me out, but I decide to stay in and just go for the Psychic again and hit whatever comes in, just because I didn't really think I had a reliable switch in, given what I know about the Electric at that point. So I decided to Toxic the Swooper, because otherwise it's going to be a real pain in the ass to deal with, and I feel like my Bronzer is expendable at this point. But I also know that he's going to go for a Waterfall again, so I feel pretty safe going to Croagunk. So dry skin, and it doesn't affect me at all. So I'm in a really good position now. I go for the fake out because I know he can also carry a ground type move, so I want to lower his health as much as possible, and then let Toxic take its damage, and then I'd be able to kill it off with a Vacuum Wave. However, he switches out into Electrike, so Electrike is just going to die to the Vacuum Wave, so that situation has been taken care of pretty effectively, I think. And once again, Charmander is starting to bring me problems here. I don't know what to expect from it, except for Flare Blitz. I know he can carry the punches as well. So I went into Murkrow because he was the most expendable Pokemon on my team at the moment. And I feel like Croagunk was definitely a lot more useful to me than Murkrow would have been. Surprisingly enough, I live that Flare Blitz, and I'm able to outspeed I am able to hit it with a Brave Bird, and I get another crit, which I feel bad for because I feel like I'm pretty sure that Charmander would have lived, but then again I would have just gone into Croagunk and killed it off with Fake Out, Vacuum Wave, and whatnot. So there's that, and I feel like at this point, since he has Ekans left, I think that was his last Pokemon, Ekans and one other, my Shelter is the best Pokemon going to because I carry Eviolite, so and with what is the ability it has, it hits its move 5 times, so I feel like whatever he goes into, I'll be able to hit with something, regardless if it's Ekans or Wooper. I'd be able to kill it off with the ice move. And there I actually knew he was going to go for the Sucker Punch, but for some reason I did not go for the Ice Shard, which I honestly don't know. I just like blanked out there, but you know, here I just go for Rock Blast for fun. I know it's gonna end up killing it, and that's going to be the match, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully you'll see more of me pretty soon. I'm really trying hard to get matches that aren't really like, you know, like last night I had 2 matches that took me like for some reason like 3 hours to complete because there were DCs and problems and whatnot. So what happened was I got like frozen a crap ton of times in a row and critted, and needless to say, it got, you know, kind of upsetting because I don't have a lot of time, and you know, in my day, and I just felt like it was a waste of time. So I'm really trying hard here, and hope you guys appreciate it. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I swear by the end of this week I'll have the giveaway video posted up, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, I love you guys.